Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought let's come along and have a bit of a play with some doilies and some ribbons and some papers. We're going to be using staples. I'm going to try not to really use glue too much. I might use some glue to kind of like, you know, what's the word? Fasten it extra secure, but I'm going to try my hardest not to really use too much glue. And then we're going to be using our doilies. So what I have got, I've got my doilies, my stapler, my ribbons, and then I've got some decorative papers. I've just bought a few different papers along. So I've got these from my vintage Paris collection papers. I've got this one from my Yellow Roses collection, and then I've got this one from my Damask collection, which is in the Darks collection. And then here I've got my, it's the set of four pages of kind of vintage images. So I'm just going to cut these out. Now I've printed these onto photo quality paper and it's 230 GSM. Now I have printed 2 to a page, so it's, you know, it's smaller than you generally would get at first. So I'll just show you. This is it printed on regular copy paper and at regular size. So just to give you the kind of difference basically. So, you know, if I need to, I have got some bigger ones to use. And I also printed some onto the 230 GSM paper as well. So I've got a variety of different bits to use, but I think I'm going to start by using the smaller pieces because I think that's going to be, you know, what's going to look best with these little pieces that we're making. So we're going to be making some little kind of doily clustery pieces for your junk journals. They're going to be quick and easy pieces of ephemera that you can just kind of batch make, ready make, mass make, you know, so that you can then just chuck them into a container or, you know, a drawer or however you like to store your ready-made pieces, and then obviously pull them in when you're coming to make a journal. So, you know, that for me is my favorite way to, you know, make things these days, is mass make them in bulk, and then you've got them all there ready to, you know, chuck into a journal. Or for if you're, you know, if you're like me and you say mass make ephemera but don't decorate it, then again these are going to be a bit like kind of clusters that you could then just put onto pockets, put onto tags, things like that really. So, you know, however you decide to use them, they're going to be, you know, very, very handy things to have. So I'm just quickly cutting out a few more of the little bits and pieces. Now I have to say, might have misjudged this and kind of decide that actually these are too small and they would have been better with the bigger pieces. We shall see how we get on. So I'll just put those to one side, and I'm just going to then cut out a couple from the other sheet in some of the different colours, just so that, you know, we've got some more interesting kind of pieces rather than all similar colours. So just take these. So sorry if you can hear any noise. My daughter's playing with my sister's son, so yeah, they are unfortunately making quite a lot of noise. And you know what children are like, no matter how many times I've asked them to be quiet, they are still not really being very quiet. So I needed to obviously just get on and do some work, and yeah, I'm afraid we may have the misfortune of hearing them from time to time, but yeah, I mean, hopefully not too much. There we go. So yeah, I mean, this one's lovely, for instance, you know, being this lovely dark green color, so we get some different looks going on. And maybe, yeah, maybe I'll take a couple of these ones. So this in a sort of peachy pinky color, and this one obviously in this lovely duck egg type blue. So just quickly take those. Oh, it's really chilly in my house again today. I don't know why, but yeah, it's suddenly feeling really, really chilly again. Right, there we go. Now, I have got some other pieces. If I want to use other pieces, I've got some labels and I've got some butterflies and things like that. So, you know, if we want to add sort of extra bits, then I've got some extra bits to use. But I'm thinking, let's kind of use the doilies, and we're going to fold them in, oops, in half. Again, you know, don't have to be perfectly folded. I mean, if you can kind of line them up, great. If you can't, don't worry. But I'm going to fold them down, if you see what I mean. So in half and down, so that actually you've got like a double layer, if you can see that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold them in half again, like that. Now the reason for doing that is because I'm then going to cut them down here, and that's just a quick and easy way then to get two separate pieces. And then what I'm thinking, to make these look a little bit more interesting, I mean, you could just use, you know, some colourless doily. So let's in fact, let's do the first one, just some colourless doily. So maybe just have this piece of ephemera just kind of sat into there like that. I'm so sorry if you can now hear the toilet flushing. Our toilet, there's something wrong with it, and it makes a really loud noise when flushing. So yeah, I do apologise for that. It's next door to my room, so yeah, unfortunately the noise is just coming through the room. And then all you're going to do is, just like at the bottom, staple on some ribbon. Now when I say the bottom, I'm thinking the bottom of the piece of ephemera that is wedged between the two bits of doily, because that way you've secured this piece in here, which is why, of course, you know, you don't need any glue. Then we're just going to snip that out there. Might need one more one more staple. Now here, obviously, I've got the overhang of the doily. So again, up to you really whether you wanted to, you know, cut that off or not. Or you might just want to pop some lace or something like that down on there. And then you could use something like maybe some trim, or, you know, some pearly trim, or some of the lovely bling that we all like to use. So, for example, here. Okay. Oops. Like that. And then just pop that onto there. Oops, actually I'm going to have it, I think, the other way around. So like that. Now I'm going to just glue this down with my hot glue gun, and that's going to sort of pin the lace down. So like that. Oops. I mean, that's probably a little bit of a long length of the bling, if I'm truthful, but you know, I think it still works okay, doesn't it? So like that. Isn't that so cute? And then obviously you could just use that to pop onto, for example, a tag. So let's just take a tag here. You could just straight away pop that down onto the corner of a tag, or onto the corner of, have I got any ephemera here ready? Oh, just trying to find something that would demonstrate this quite well. Oh gosh, now I can't find anything suitable. Oh, come on. I must have something sat here, surely. No, of course, that would be way too easy, wouldn't it? So yeah, I've got, oh, this is so annoying. I haven't got anything that's suitable at all. Right, I have got a little envelope. So, you know, just for example, you could then just pop that onto an envelope like that. And it's super cute, isn't it? Or you could pop it on that side of the envelope, you know, absolutely gorgeous. Or of course, you could just pop them onto the bottom of a page, glue them on two sides, and then you'd have a little tuck spot. If you were doing that, you know, if I were using this kind of like as a tuck spot on a page, I would probably then want to actually glue this down as well. I haven't used my glue yet today, so of course now my glue is now not cooperating as it should be. And I often use just a paper clip to, you know, pierce the bottle, and now I can't find one of those. Oh, this is going to be one of those videos. I'm so sorry. Right, so just then pierce this, oops, pierce this a little bit. Oops, sorry, I've got hot glue threads now all over me. Yeah, I would then glue this down here. Oh, for some reason this still is not coming out, which is so annoying because this is pretty much a new bottle of glue. I only opened it yesterday. Oh. Honestly, I mean, so many people comment and say nobody else has glue problems like you. I don't know why I have so many glue problems, and the only thing that I can put it down to is that, you know, my house gets very, very cold and then of course warms up, and I just think that whole temperature thing is what causes the glue to, you know, to misbehave. So yeah, that's the only thing that I can put it down to, especially because I seem to be the only person who actually has these problems. So yeah, my house must be more variable in temperature, I think, than most houses. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's what I would do, and that way it's all kind of secured in. And then if you glued this down onto a page, you'd have then, you know, like a back tuck spot there, and you could also use this front tuck spot. So I mean, it's pretty cute, isn't it? And oh my goodness, could it actually be any easier to make? So let's do another few of these. So let me move these tag faces out the way. Move that piece out the way. Okay. Right. So yes, like I say, we are going to be just obviously folding the little doily pieces in half. And remember, we folded it down with a little bit of a space so that you've got the two layers. And then you're going to just fold it in half again, and that's the point that you cut it down. Okay, like that. Okay, and then let's just move this one out of the way. So let's go for example, this one. And then what I thought you could do is actually, to make it, you know, look even more interesting, is take like some decorative paper and actually layer it onto there. So for example, here, let's take it this way. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to cut it round here, just so it's a smaller piece, and then I'm going to cut it down to the exact size that I want. Let's just go round here. I like the torn edges, so that's why I'm, you know, tearing mine now instead of having it cut. And then, so this is just my Paris collection papers. And then here, obviously pop your little doily piece and then get your ephemera piece. So for this one, I could even use this gorgeous green one, which looks quite lovely, doesn't it? Might be, yeah, I thought the small size was going to be the best, but actually I'm now thinking the small is perhaps too small. Let me just get a big one. This is going to be like a Goldilocks situation where the small, and my printer's printed half of the border off, so I'm going to cut this in just because I've lost half of it anyway when my printer didn't print correctly. So let's take that. Okay. Cut that down there. Okay. So yeah, pop that into there like that. It is a bit of a Goldilocks situation, isn't it? Because this one now feels too big. But what you could do is, I guess, you know, get rid of some of it. And then just have it in there. It's only because I wanted to have, you know, specifically some more of the doily showing. So for this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it over like that. And then I'm going to cut it down on this edge. Just must be careful I don't just snip that piece off, just in case I haven't got it in quite the right place. And then for my edge piece, let's use perhaps this colour, browny reddy kind of colour. It's quite pretty, doesn't it? So again, going in with my stapler. Like that. Okie dokie. And then actually at this point, which I nearly forgot, you could then add some lace with your staple. So, you know, I'm just thinking killing two birds with one stone. Oops. Up to you whether you put the lace over or under. So I'm going to put it there. And then again, staple that in. Like that. And there. Like that. There we go. And just snip that down. So this one obviously pocket that way round. So again, what you've got is you've got your pocket here. So again, you could do the same as what we just said if you're planning on using this as an actual pocket. So exactly what we did with the last one, in that, you know, apply a little bit of glue. Oh, my glue is still playing up, would you believe? Oh, so annoying. So sorry, I feel like sometimes I spend half my time just unclogging the glue. So yeah, obviously glue your piece down there like that, and then really it's up to you whether you would then adhere that onto the background page, or whether you'd want to have like a tuck there behind the background paper, a tuck here, and your tuck here. You know, up to you really. And then what you've got here, because we've added the other layer of paper, is you'd have to then just put in a quick line of glue along here, or you could use the staples, and that seals that closed then on that edge. So like I say, you know, up to you really how you would then use this. But for example here, again, you'd glue that onto a page or a, you know, piece of ephemera, and you could have potentially a pocket there at the back. Oops, your pocket there, and then this pocket here. So kind of 3 pockets really. And it's just so cute, isn't it? So again, let me just bring in a tag and just show you this one. Oh, that doesn't look very good on that paper, does it? No. Let me just bring in the other one that I had bought in before. So, you know, you could just glue that onto that tag, and it's a little corner tuck. So, you know, 2 sides, and glue that on. Isn't that lovely? And to be honest, you know, you could just obviously use that as just a piece on direct onto a page. So let's just make a few of these, shall we? And, you know, see how they come out. So, I mean, it's a brilliant way to use up some ribbons and things like that as well. So I'll bring these in and we'll sort of mass make, you know, to a point, I suppose. Just putting our pieces in. So again, we could have that one, this one. So yeah, I'll have that one there. And then for that one, let's just see, what should I do with the paper? I have no idea. So I've got this one from my Yellow Roses collection, which I just thought would look pretty cool because it's got quite a bit of blue. So let me just pick a patch with quite a bit of blue. Now I've said that. That's quite nice. Or that one actually is quite nice. Oh, I'm so sorry if you can hear them. Honestly, they just do not listen. I mean, I guess it's nice that they're having a nice time, but yeah, I do apologise because I'm not saying that everybody wants to listen to them. I mean, they're only laughing. They're not kind of shrieking or anything, so hopefully it's okay. But yeah, there we go. So again, just going to tear this down so as we have a nicer edge. I mean, I know the irony, it sounds really strange, doesn't it, to say that the torn edge is the nicer edge. That's just personally, I think it does look nicer, but yeah, I'm not saying that that's everybody's cup of tea. So that one there, and I've got some thicker ribbon here. Let me just cut this edge off. Okay. So let's just take that down the bottom first, get it started. Okay. There. Now let me just see whether Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then just staple. Oh my goodness, this is very fiddly. Yeah, I mean, maybe it would be better to actually potentially glue the lace in place so that it's not slipping around as you're, you know, moving your ribbon. Oops, let's just try. Hold on. Something like that. Oops. Like that. Okay. Like that, and then just, yeah, snip your ribbon out. Oh, I mean, how cute does that look? And then you could always, you know, dress it up. I've got some little flowers, I think, somewhere here laying around on the desk. So then you could just get, you know, a little flower or something and pop that onto there as well. You know, just kind of dressing it up, really. So, you know, these are, again, just like in the mass making, these are just your basic pieces. And then obviously it's up to you, you know, how far you want to go with an extra embellishing or anything. Oops. So again, just going to glue this back doily down. Like that. Okay, and then just, yeah, press that down. And then here, just again along on that bottom edge, like that. Okay. Aren't they so cute? I just absolutely love them. And they just, yeah, I mean, they're a little bit fiddly, but to be honest, I'm sure that's me making them more fiddly than they need to be. But yeah, they're just very, very cute, aren't they, to be honest? And like I say, they come together so quickly. And I just feel like you could have a whole bunch of these ready-made, and they're just going to be like a bit of a different piece to a cluster, because they've got obviously a little bit of a different look, but equally as cute, aren't they? So let's just take, let's take this again, because it's got some pink. Or shall we take, oh, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? I actually am now like, oh, I could make loads of these, to be honest, because every time I pick up a piece of paper, I think, oh, that one looks good. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. So, yeah, I mean, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So, again, this is my Paris collection of papers. And, yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So, let's just take that one. Okay. So, and brilliant scrap buster, because you could definitely use scraps and things for all of this. You know, you don't have to be using, you know, I happen to be using new sheets of paper. But that's just because I've got quite a few from when I was creating the papers. But you don't have to, you know, you don't have to be using full sheets of paper. You could use little scraps, to be honest, because the actual bits of paper that we're using are very small, aren't they? So, that one there. And then colour ribbon. Oh, shall we use some of that polka dot with the pink and brown again? That's very pretty, isn't it? So, yeah, let's just go along there. And to be honest, I'm now thinking, because it's proved a little bit fiddly getting the lace in, I'm thinking staple this and then just go over the back and glue your lace down. If you even want lace, who knows, maybe you will decide you don't even want lace. If you've got any overhanging like this, you can just obviously trim that down. And then again, going in, gluing my doily piece down. Obviously, if you weren't fussed about having this as like the double tuck, you wouldn't even have to do this. You could just glue the entire front piece down onto that back piece of paper, and then you just have like a tuck spot here and your complete tuck spot at the back. So, you know, it depends what you're going to be or how you're going to be using yours, whether you even need to do that stage. And then just here, again, a little bit of glue. Okay, and then just, yep, snip this off. Just get rid of that. And then again, I've got just a little bit of lace. We could just pop on here. Or maybe even just here on the whole, you know, the whole front side, if you see what I mean. So just pop that there like that. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that one look? Absolutely love it. I might even have a little ribbon that I could use for this. Oh, I've got some red ones. Let's just see. Oh, the red, no. I was thinking it would just shot that red from there. But actually, it just looked appalling, didn't it? Yeah. Just have a look here. Hang on. Just got a few ribbons. Oops. Got this one, or I've got brown. So that's quite pretty, isn't it? Or I've got a brown one. Which the brown is maybe quite nice because it just ties in with that polka dot ribbon, which of course is brown. So yeah, pop that one down. Oh my goodness, aren't they so cute? Yeah, let's make a couple more quickly. So yeah, that's that one. Oh, I've got a couple more here ready to go. So yeah, let's put this one in. So I mean, to be honest, actually what you could do is of course glue this down now, and that way, you know, it's probably less fiddly than, you know, how we have been gluing it in afterwards. Just glue it in then now, and then snip that off like that. Okay, should we do one of these with the that rich damask paper, because I just love that. So yeah, let's just take this one. So I mean, I just find it easiest to cut it round and then tear it down. It gives me a rough guide of, you know, how big I need it to be, and it's much less cumbersome than dealing with that whole piece of paper flopping around. So hang on, like that. This hasn't been coffee dyed or anything, but of course, you know, could always coffee dye it. So there we go. That one's just poking over a bit too high. Like that. There we go. That's better. Now, what colour ribbon shall we have on this? Do we think? I bought this purple. I don't think this is going to be quite right. It's quite bright. Doesn't look too bad. What do we think? Let me just see. I did also have some greyish colour. Oh, that looks better, I think. Yeah. So again, just take some of the lace. I did really like that lace kind of here, to be honest. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe just stick with that. So I think what we'll do is we'll just snip this ribbon so it's got a bit more of a nicely shaped edge. And then we'll just go down the edge here with the stapler. There we go. Oops. Like that. And this one. Oops. I've not made a good job of this ribbon. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's definitely not gone very well. Don't know why it's done that. It's gone very weird. Anyway, it's fine. Don't mind it, but yeah, it's not the best. And then we'll just take that bit of lace, I think, and have it on here a bit, maybe ruffled. So again, just go along that far or bottom edge. Just glue that down. Like that. Okay. And again, just, yeah, pop some glue there. Maybe be able to ruffle this up a slight bit. Oops. Like that. Now I'm just going to see if I've got anything that I could sort of hold it down with, like, you know, maybe like either a pearl or something. Hang on. annoying. It's so annoying. I had like loads of little flowers and they've obviously now, you know, kind of, yeah, gone probably under my craft mat. So I need to actually dig them out, physically dig them out. Oh, so sorry, it's all got everywhere. Just move that. Well, let me try a little piece of the black bling. Okay. Let's do a smaller piece because I think that might be too long. Oh, there we go. Oh, how gorgeous does that one look? Surprising, isn't it? The difference that just a bit of bling can make. Bling just makes everything look great. There we go. Oh my goodness, how pretty and lovely does that look? So yeah, let's just do a couple more. Oops, I still have this one. So let's do this one with the this blue. So yeah, let's again just glue that down, you know, like I just said, that maybe the gluing first is kind of like the best way to do this. Like that. Okay, and then yeah, what paper should we have for this one? What did I do with that first sheet that I was using? Oh, it's right over there now. Sorry, reaching across the desk. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay. Right, let's now tear this one down. Let's see. Right. Like that, and then yeah, like that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, isn't that one pretty? And then for this one, that doily keeps curling around, which is a bit annoying when you're actually working with it. So again, let's just take a bit of the lace. Okay, and yeah, should we have it like that? And then a bit of this blue ribbon. Okay. So like I say, I mean, it's brilliant to be able to use up, you know, some scraps, some doilies, some bits of ribbon. Okay. There we go. Maybe just one more at the bottom. Like that. Again, just snip off the edge there. Okay, and then just, again, just that line of glue down the bottom to pop that down with this one. There we go. Should we try a bit of bling on this one? Let's just try this. So again, maybe a smaller run of it. Maybe actually on the ribbon itself. And then obviously I've got to trim the paper down on here as well. So let's put the bling down and then put the, trim the paper down. So right, oops, like that. Okay, and then just, yep, snip this out here. Oops. Like that. Okay, looking good. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is that one? To be honest, every time I make one, I think, oh, that's my new favourite. Oh, that's my new favourite. Oh, I like that one best. Yeah, which ones do you like best? So let's just take a couple of the bigger size. Do I want to take a couple of the bigger size? Not sure now. Suddenly looked at the bigger size and thought, oh, they look ginormous. Not sure about those, to be honest. They look quite big, don't they? Perhaps we could take something like this one. Oh, I've got 2 pairs of scissors on the go. And I'm still trying to make use of those other ones from IKEA. So these are not my favourite, obviously. But I'm trying to get used to them. You know, because when I find it difficult to get hold of my favourite ones, you know, I don't want to get to a point where they're the only scissors that I can use, because of course that's a problem then if you can't get hold of them, isn't it? So yeah, I could do with kind of like not familiarising myself, but you know, getting myself used to another pair really. So I keep thinking, oh, just keep persevering, you know, keep using these and eventually you'll get used to them. But you know what will happen, don't you? I'll suddenly get really used to these and then they'll discontinue these. I'm not saying they've discontinued the other ones, but I've just had a couple of times where I've not been able to get them. Yeah, they maybe have not discontinued them at all. So please don't think that I'm saying that. Right, down like that. Again, just cut it in half. So, I mean, to be honest, you could cut it in half. You don't probably even have to fold it here. I think the folding is quite nice because it sort of gets you a straighter edge. But, you know, it's just my opinion, really. Okay, so let's pop that one in. Well, that looks quite long now, doesn't it? Perhaps I should tear, or not tear, cut some of that down so it's not so long, because otherwise it's perhaps a bit too, yeah, that's better, isn't it? Okay, so again, I'm just going to glue this down, just so as we've done that little fiddly bit. So, yeah, there we go. And then this one. Oh, it's way too big. What was I thinking? It's just covering that up completely. Ludicrously big. Well, perhaps we could just have this one, to be honest. Or perhaps we'll have this one on the top. Yeah, perhaps we'll have that one on the top just because it's not so big. In fact, perhaps we should do that with some of the smaller ones generally. So we'll have that one there. Oh, then I'm thinking maybe this paper. Yeah, let's try this one. Oops. Let's just check this out. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? So again, I'm just cutting this round because if I just went straight in tearing it, I would possibly muck this up. So if I just go around, you know, cutting roughly, then I know roughly the sort of, you know, the guideline that I need to actually follow in order to actually put it on here. So, you know, like that. Now, just going to use, I think, that little grey ribbon again. Oh, well, I would, but now I can't see it. Oh, it's on my laptop. Yeah, I think the grey. That's not brilliant, actually. Oh, this is where I discover I've not brought along the right colour ribbons. Got some peachy colour. Oh, perhaps this one will look better. Weird, I would never have thought this one, but yeah. Okay. So again, just take that in. Just loving using staples lately. They're so quick and easy. And I love the look of them. I'm not saying that everybody does, but yeah, I really like the look of the staples. Are you okay, you two? Yeah. Do you want to start getting ready to go to flip out soon? I'm already ready. Wait. Did you have a look to see what times they are? Have a look, because I think they're kind of like on the hour. So how do I do that? Go on to Safari, and if you just type in... I'm filming, sweetie. Sorry about that, everybody. I obviously thought that would be hilarious to
Sorry, that wasn't me.
do that. No, okay. Would you want to go and have a look at the times?
So I just touch skip out times.
Yeah. Thank you, darling. Right, there we go. And yep, that one looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And then, honestly, that's poised for you, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, let's now put down some bling on here. Oh, do you know what? I'm actually thinking, oh no. I was thinking for a minute, perhaps we'll have a bow on here as well, but to be honest, that might just be too much stuff. Too much stuff going on. Well, I mean, to be honest, sometimes it's nice to do something extra fussy, isn't it? Extra fancy. So, yeah, should we put the bow down as well? Let me know what you think. Have I overdone that, or does that just finish that off really nicely? It's hard to say. We didn't glue this one down. I totally forgot because I'd gone like over instead of under. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my, you know, glue spreader in here and then glue it down like this. And the reason I've put the glue spreader down is obviously so that any glue spreading is caught onto the card and not sticking the two pockets together, if you see what I mean. So, oh gosh, and look now, I've done it the wrong way round. Glued down the wrong edge. So I've got 2 lines of glue here I need to put down. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, just straight along there. Just pop that in again. Just making sure that that's glued down. There we go. How gorgeous is that one? So I might do the same with this. Oh, I'm not sure I can actually. Yeah, I've glued it down already. What an idiot. But maybe I will tear this down. So like that. And then perhaps for this one, I'll put something on the top of as well. So just have a look. Oh, what have I done now? The pages that are printed to a page. Okay. Right, so for this one, I'm thinking we could have something like that. Or I'm thinking this blue. Like that. Oops. Oh my goodness. Oops. Like that. Yeah, so we could have that on the top layer instead. Again, maybe just a little bit of lace, because I do absolutely love the lace. There we go. Oops. So I think for this one, I'm just going to hot glue that on. Only because, to be honest, it's easier when it's not moving about. So like that. Now, if we are putting this on, you know, on a sheet of paper, what sheet shall we use? Do something like that. So again, just take this down here on this edge. And here. Like that. Okay. Looking good. And then we just, yep, tear this out. Like that. Put this down. Oh, to be honest, again, I could have done with doing it, you know, this way round, because as you can see, it's a taller rather than a shorter, but never mind. It's fine. So again, just going to get my ribbon. I'll just pop that down the edge. So stapling here. Oops. Where have my staplers gone? 2. Oh, come on. So fiddly. Like that. And up there. Like that one. And yeah, I'll just snip that out like that. So how pretty does that look? And then actually did say, didn't I, about using some of the butterflies. Oh, look. I did have them where I'd printed them out 2 to a page, and I think I've really used them all up now. So now, of course, these are quite big on here. They're going to be like monstrous, but oh well, let's just have a monstrous butterfly on here for, you know, just for the fun of it. Well, I mean, unless it looks too ridiculous once I've actually cut it out. So we'll see. Okay. Like that. Yeah, it's so annoying because all of my mass making things, I keep them in a, you know, a box kind of over the other side of the rim. So unfortunately, I haven't really got any to pull in to be able to just show you how good these would look on a little mass made pocket. And it's annoying because I did have loads of them, and then I've had a bit of a clear up. I mean, not that you'd know it. If you looked in my room, you'd be like, really? She calls this a clear up? What's wrong with her? It's not looking cleared up to me. Yeah, I've had a bit of a clear up. And of course, during that clear up, I've moved a lot of those little mass made pockets. So yeah, I'm getting down to kind of like not a lot really to be able to show you. But let's just quickly have a look then at the ones that we've made. So like I say, they come together very, very quickly, don't they? So is this all the ones that we've made? No. Oh, that's funny, I've got more. So these are all the ones that we have made. Oh my goodness, we've actually made more than I thought. I mean, I don't know how long I've been filming for because the light's kind of shining on the phone where I can't then see the you know, the time. But yeah, again, I'm just going to have to just use that little envelope because that's about the only thing I think I've got here. Just check. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to pull this in. I have got just some page here as well, so let's just quickly show you. So if this were, you know, a journal page, for example, you could just have it down in the corner like a little tuck spot, and like I say, you'd have then, oops, you'd have the back tuck, you know, if you glued it on 3 sides, the back tuck, and then, oops, this one, and then this one. So 3 tucks in there, which is pretty cool, isn't it? Just show you another one on the blue because that looks very pretty. This is my Belgian blue papers. Doesn't that look so gorgeous? And I've got a 3rd one on blue, so let's just have a look at that. Oh my goodness, that's my favourite. Well, against this paper, I'm not saying my favourite full stop, but yeah, against this paper, that's my favourite. And then against the envelope. So hold on. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? So yeah, I mean, like I say, not obviously ideal pieces of, you know, ephemera and pockets and things to actually demonstrate these on, but just to kind of give you a bit of an idea of how they'd look, you know, that's a kind of, you know, bit of a sort of suggestion. Obviously, if this were on, say, for example, this paper, you know, could have it like that. Obviously I've turned it, you know, sideways on, but yeah, they're really pretty, aren't they? So yeah, I really do like them, and they come together pretty quick, so they're sort of quite a good little TV project. You don't need too many bits and pieces to be actually, you know, making these. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know which one's your favorite. My favorite, I think is, yeah, any one of these 3, weirdly enough. I mean, normally I'm a pink person, but yeah, any one of these 3. I'm not sure which one. So let me know below which one's your favourite. And yeah, share in the Facebook group, obviously, if you make some of these. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have fun. Really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks then.